You don't have a motivation problem. You have a consistency problem, and that's more dangerous than you think, because every dream you've ever had, every version of yourself you promised to become, is being quietly destroyed. Not by failure, not by fear, but by the tiny habit of stopping, missing one workout, skipping one study session, breaking one promise to yourself. It seems harmless, until your brain starts learning something terrifying, that your own words mean nothing. And once that happens, everything changes. But here's the good news. Consistency is not a personality trait. It's a psychological weapon, and in the next few minutes, you'll learn the 6 steps to build unbreakable consistency, even if you're lazy, even if you overthink, even if you failed 100 times before. Because what most people never realize, consistency isn't about doing more. It's about rewiring who you are. Step 1. Stop trusting motivation. This is the first lie your brain tells you. I'll start when I feel ready. But readiness is a trap. Motivation feels powerful, but psychologically, it's one of the most unstable forces in your mind. It depends on mood, energy, weather, sleep, validation, and all of those change. That's why motivated people often fail, because motivation disappears, and they disappear with it. But consistent people, they move without emotion. They act while tired. They act while bored. They act while doubting themselves, because they understand one brutal truth. Your feelings are temporary. Your habits are permanent. Ask yourself, how many times have you waited to feel like it and lost months? Step 2. Shrink the habit until it feels stupid. Here's where most people sabotage themselves. They aim too big. Tomorrow I'll work out for an hour. I'll study 5 hours. I'll completely change my life. Your brain hears that and panics, because the brain hates uncertainty, and it hates pain even more. So it delays. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes guilt, and guilt becomes identity. I guess I'm just inconsistent. No, you're just overwhelming your nervous system. The secret? Make the habit embarrassingly small. 1 push-up, 1 paragraph, 2 minutes. That's it. Sounds weak? Good. Because consistency doesn't start with intensity. It starts with repetition. And repetition is what rewires the brain. Tiny actions, repeated daily, become psychological evidence. Proof that you're becoming someone new. Step 3. Never miss twice. Missing once is human. Missing twice is where the pattern begins. And this is where most people collapse. They miss 1 day. Then guilt whispers, you already failed. So they spiral. 3 days, 1 week, 1 month, gone. But elite performers follow a silent rule. Never miss twice. 1 bad day, recover immediately. No drama, no self-hate, no emotional punishment. Just return. Because consistency is not perfection. It's recovery speed. And that's the scary part. Your future is not shaped by your failures. It's shaped by how quickly you return after them. Step 4. Make your environment stronger than your willpower. You think your problem is discipline, but maybe your environment is programmed against you. Your phone, your bed, your distractions, your comfort, they are silently controlling your behavior. This is dark psychology, but it's true. Humans are manipulable, especially by what's around them. Want to read more? Leave the book on your pillow. Want to stop scrolling? Put your charger in another room. Want to exercise? Sleep in your workout clothes. Don't fight temptation. Outsmart it, because every environment is training your brain, whether you notice it or not. What is your room teaching you right now? Step 5. Build identity, not goals. Most people say, I want to be consistent. Wrong. That's an outcome. Instead ask, who is the kind of person who never quits? This changes everything, because behavior follows identity. A smoker trying to quit says, I'm trying not to smoke. A transformed person says, I'm not a smoker. Feel the difference? One is struggle. One is certainty. Your brain listens carefully to the words you repeat about yourself. Lazy, undisciplined, always distracted. Stop saying them. Every label becomes a command. Start telling yourself, I am someone who shows up, even when no one sees, especially then. Step 6. Protect your self-trust at all costs. This is the most important step. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you lose self-trust. And self-trust is the foundation of discipline. Without it, even simple tasks feel impossible, because deep down, you don't believe yourself anymore. That's why consistency matters beyond productivity. It repairs your relationship with you. Every small action says, you can trust me. And over time, that voice gets louder, until one day, you wake up and realize you became the person you used to envy. Unbreakable consistency isn't built in dramatic moments, it's built in ordinary ones. The moment you choose action over excuse, the moment you continue after failure, the moment you keep a promise, no matter how small, that's where transformation begins. Not when you feel ready, not when life gets easier, but right here, today. 1 action, 1 promise, 1 step. Because every time you show up, you're not just building a habit, you're rebuilding yourself. So, which step hit you the hardest? Step 1 or step 6? Comment below. And if this video made something click inside your mind, subscribe to BrainDecode. Because here, we don't just improve behavior, we decode the mind behind it.